here because it's back with Baddies
with a twist.
Happy to have her back, and this week we are all about accountability and calling yourself on your BS, because I mean, if there's anything I've learned from healing and honestly just like life in general, is that you're not going to get anywhere and you're definitely not going to move forward and level up if you do not take accountability. Like, if I don't look myself in the mirror and I'm like, all right, sad to say this, but like, you are contributing to like your own problems. If you don't take that accountability, you will always blame exterior things or other people or other circumstances, and you'll never actually move forward because, well, you're part of the problem. Like, it sucks.
Absolutely.
Like, taking a hard look at yourself in the mirror, it's not fun, especially when you're healing. You're like, I'm already going through some grunt work. Like, I don't want to
take on more.
Yeah.
But you know what? But I feel like that's when you really grow the most. And I feel like I've said that before, but having your own accountability and like sticking to it and just looking at yourself in the mirror and just being honest with yourself, I think it's like something you have to do if you want to level up. You want to, you know, step into, you know, the next ring or just climb those stairs. I think like calling yourself out on your own, you know, BS is, I think, is so important. And if you don't do it, you're going to blame everyone else, like Corinne just said.
It's the blame game, man.
Yeah.
It's the blame game.
And like, sometimes you just have to look in the mirror and be like, it's your fault.
All right, we don't need to be that bad, but like...
Well, it's true, that was rough. That was so...
Stare at yourself. You are the problem.
No, I do it sometimes.
Do you really?
That's why I said it.
All right, so that's her tactic.
I do it sometimes. I'm like, you're the problem.
We could be nicer.
Stop it.
Although sometimes you got to give yourself
Listen, I'm too like nice. I'm too everything. So I have to be like, hey, get your shit together.
Get it in check.
Stop. Okay.
Sometimes I'll do
But I still love myself though, you know? I still love myself.
Because you're not saying it out of like hate or shame or anything like that. You're not being mean to yourself. No. You're just simply being like...
sometimes you have to be more stern, right? Exactly. Like, you just know you and you have to put your foot down where you have to put your foot down.
Because I'll do it sometimes, so like, with certain things on like my healing journey, there are certain things where it's like, yeah, okay, shit happened to me and I'm working through that. Like, it happened to me.
Yeah.
But if there are certain things like, I didn't want to admit growing up with a father who gave me the silent treatment, did certain things that made me feel really isolated, I started doing that to people. And at first, I don't think I knew what I was doing. But when you're in a relationship specifically, you can tell what the fuck you're doing. And those are the certain things where it's like, you know, you work through that, you try to work past that, you try to develop new behavior so you're not like stemming to that old shit. And you only like, you learned it. Like, it's not like it's technically my fault. It's just like learned behaviors can become your behaviors. Yeah. But there are times where like, if I slip up, like, let's just say it starts happening today, somebody pisses me off and I go quiet. I'm like, all right, like, no, we're not doing this. That's the time that I'll be like, hey, get it together. Like, we're not doing that shit. Right. We are not doing that shit. Or like, if I catch myself doing it in a relationship, I'm like, okay, we're better than this.
Yeah.
Like, come on. We did not work this hard to just like relapse. And also, I'm an ego person. So like, I don't want the blame to be on me. Like, I want it to be like, okay, something happened. And yes, I got to work through it or like deal with the pain, heartache, whatever comes with it. But if I can stop myself from being part of the problem, my ego loves that.
I don't know. I think I've learned to like take accountability so much.
Yeah.
Well, okay, my 20s were the worst, okay?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's going to be in a different chapter of their healing journey.
My 20s were the worst. I learned every possible lesson back to back to back, sometimes like 3 together.
But hey, honestly, sometimes as much as that sucks, I'm kind of happy that I learned a shit ton in
Yeah.
my 20s.
Me
because
too, actually.
Now I feel like I have to learn a lot less.
Absolutely. Like now, like in my 30s, I feel like, okay, you know what? If this ever happened, we know what to do.
Yes.
You know what? Because I faulted in making stupid decisions and not reading, this contract. In my
Or just
30s, I'm
you
like, let me
don't
read
know
it.
until you experience. Like sometimes
Yes.
you do have to learn the hard way to be like, I'm never gonna do that again.
That's me. I always have to learn
You're the poster
everything.
child of that.
Oh my God, the poster child. I have to push the red button to see what happens. And I'm like, oh, you know what? Next time, I guess I won't do that.
And I have been very gullible. Like, I don't know if you're gullible too, but I'll be
Totally.
like, yeah, people like definitely want the best for me, or like, of course that
We're both
contract's gonna be
Geminis.
like written
Yes.
properly. Like,
Yes,
nobody
we're both
would
very
wanna fuck
gullible.
me over.
I say the same thing. I'm like, why would you not be nice to
But
me?
you know what I love about that? I'll blame it on Gemini, whatever, us being gullible, but it's because we wouldn't do that to anybody.
It's true.
Like,
Yeah.
I would never. I would
Oh
never.
yeah. I never.
Although if I did ever wrong anybody, either
Me
I'm
too.
sorry for it
Me
or
too.
it was justified as fuck.
Me too. I'm sorry.
Actually, I probably am just sorry for it because that's just my demeanor. Even if
too.
it's like it was the right thing to do, I'm like, I'm sorry.
Sometimes I can't. Sometimes I'm just like, sucks to suck.
I just like always feel bad. I'm such an empath. I like think about it from their perspective. I'm like, I wonder how it hurt them for me to like make them take accountability.
I love it. Wow.
Anyways,
Wow. I was gonna say like my people, like anyone that like I have to hold accountable, they just like they don't see it. And I'm like, well, guys, what do you mean you don't see it? Like you did this.
that's something that frustrates me. And I think it's when you get to a place that you take accountability. And I was also like raised on this. Like, shout out to my mom. She was definitely like, your actions are your actions. Like, I don't care if you're drunk. I don't care if you're angry. I don't care if the world like collapsed on you. You don't get
Yeah.
to take your shit out on other
Other people.
people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I've definitely been raised like that. But I also like now that I have that mentality even more with like learning through things and like my journey and like all of that, I cannot stand when other people can't take accountability.
Oh, it drives me insane. I don't think there's anything else that like drives me insane than someone who doesn't take accountability. They don't see like their own missteps or even just like want to figure it out together.
Yeah, I
That's
think that's my
crazy
thing.
to
It's
me.
like, okay, maybe if you don't see it, but like you have friends, support system or whatever to kind of be like, hey, like that wasn't really cool of you.
Mhm.
And you like explain it to them because maybe they just don't get it or
Right.
what have you. They don't get
Right.
how it impacts somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And if they get it after that, okay. But if you just don't get it, or you're just like, no, I mean, I still don't
That's tough.
understand. I can't handle
That's tough.
like
I know.
that. Or you're just a narcissist. Like
Or it's that.
I've been
Yeah.
around way too many of
Me too.
those that I'm just like, all right, we got two options. Either you just don't like self-reflection
Mm-hmm.
or you're a fucking narcissist.
Mhm.
Either way, I'm not loving it.
I think those are solid picks. It's either A or B, and I don't know. It's so crazy that like people just don't take accountability for their behavior. And it's like that's kind of like where I step back and I look at them and I'm like, I wonder where you learned this. I'm like, who is like this?
And then it makes me be like, I don't want to find out.
Yeah, I'm like,
I also
don't
don't want to find out.
I mean, for me, I immediately like now I've learned you just bounce back. If someone doesn't want to take accountability, they're going to like ghost you. They're going to freeze you out. They're going to like stop talking to you.
Or they're going to make you the bad guy.
And I just don't really value those relationships. I don't put any more effort into it. I don't put any thought into it.
But speaking of the 20s and like learning all of the lessons, I definitely, that was a big one to just like walk away from those types of people. Like I used to think like, I know how to take accountability, so surely I can help them take accountability. Like, no, if somebody doesn't want to take accountability, like they really
I
don't,
know.
that also is something that you got to walk away from. Like, be accountable for both your behavior, but also be accountable for who you hold in your circle, in your area, like who you're around. Because if you let people who don't take accountability, either that's going to rub off on you, or you're always going to be the issue. You're always going to be the one that's basically apologizing for their behavior. And that shit is exhausting.
Yeah, man. Been in a few of those types of friendships, been in a relationship like that. And that's exactly how it went, you know? Until I put my foot down and I made the other person take accountability. And sometimes, you know, it worked out. And sometimes it doesn't, and you lose people that you've known for a very long time, or
which
you
sucks.
lose, or you like lose new friends, you lose, you know, you lose girlfriends, you lose boyfriends, and I think it's very acceptable to lose people like that don't take accountability.
But I like the reframe on that, is that like you're not losing those people. If those people aren't adding value into your life, or they don't align with you, like you're not losing them. You're making space for people who actually will take accountability, who will align with you, who will be better for you in the long run, because you guys both feel the same way on those types of a thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just like basic things. Like, I'm not saying that you got to be like the same person. You can't like the same things, all of that. But when it comes to those types of like morals or just like character things, there's certain things like I won't bend on anymore. But I think
same. There are things I won't bend on either. I won't do it.
Losing friends especially. But when I realized, I was like, wait, every time I think I lose somebody who was actually not great for me, I ended up gaining people who were so much better.
Yeah. Same. You know, we're both very friendly people. We have, thank God, you know, thank God.
Even though sometimes I think I'm mean mugging, and then people come up to me and I'm like, why do I look approachable, man?
Honestly, I say the same thing. I'm like, why are you talking to me right now? I'm like, I'm not friendly right now, please.
Meanwhile, Ms., as she's saying that, she's like, why are you talking to me right now, man? Oh my God.
Stop
How was your day?
Actually, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
That is pretty accurate. But I'm just like, I'm not in the mood to talk to you. Can you just go? But, you know, I guess it's just the presence we like give off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What were we saying?
Well, I want to go back to your 20s, because it sounds like you had a lot of shit that you were like learning from, taking accountability for, and all that. Like, I know my 20s too, man. Whew, what a time to learn. Like, I thought 20s
I was put through the ringer.
Was like adulthood, like you had your shit together, you 20s? Like established yourself, and then I learned real quick, it's just the decade of fucking up.
Dude, so much fucking up, so many issues, so many problems. And my God, I worked and worked and worked in my 20s. Like, I mean, I still work now. I still work like probably 10 to 15 hours more than I need to.
Yeah,
but
you are a very busybody.
I am busybody.
But it's because you enjoy it, though.
I do.
Yeah.
But, the 20s were so crazy. I learned everything from moving down to Florida, getting in a car accident, first day of, like, getting off Amtrak, boom. Those seniors.
What are the odds, man? That's like
And my mom is on the phone. I'm crying. She's like, you can just leave your stuff. We'll buy you all new stuff. Just come home. Come home. She's like, we'll buy you. We'll buy you a new car. Just come back.
She said
like, just
it was
come
the
back.
universe. They said, do not
She did.
stay.
And you know what I said?
I'm staying.
I was like, no, Mom, I have to stay here. I have to.
You had to go through it.
Damn. Well, if I didn't, I would have never learned my lessons.
Oh, yeah.
I would have never, learn to build a backbone, or even to have one.
So in my 20s, like, I feel as if, you know, yes, did I fuck up? Absolutely. Did I like invite people in that shouldn't have been in my life? Absolutely. But the universe thing, it's like saying like, no, I gotta stay. I gotta go through this. Like, if I didn't meet those people, if I didn't get married, if I didn't get divorced, like, I wouldn't have taken accountability for certain things, but also just in general, taking accountability for my life. Like, it didn't really dawn on me, like, all separate little mini healings aside, it didn't dawn on me that, like, I am fucking accountability for my happiness. I'm accountable for my day-to-day. I'm accountable for the trajectory of my life. I am not a passenger. I am driving the vehicle.
Yeah.
And when I was married, I was very much like passenger, like, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna like literally we're like, it's like, I don't know why. The Office just popped into my head where the GPS is telling them to take a right and they're like, no. Yeah. And Dwight's like, it says to take a right. So they drive into the fucking river. Like, that's what I was doing with my life.
You know what? Me
like,
too.
Like, the GPS was like, no.
Go this way. And I went the other way. Every time. And you know,
every time.
Cost me so much time, money, feelings, tears, the boo-hoo-hoo crying.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But also the woe is me, because there were so many times that, yes, my crying was valid. Like, going through those motions and those feelings, valid.
Yes.
But at the same time, I was like, you have the power to stop this. You have the power to choose something else. You have the power. Like, I remember one time crying about a job. And don't get me wrong, like, if it was in this economy, I'll take them tears because I need the paycheck. But, like, at the time, it wasn't as hard to find a job, but I was acting as if, like, I was in this horrible, like, position with a gun to my head being like, I have to do it. No! I can quit. I can move on. I can apply for other jobs. And eventually, obviously, that's what I did. Like, I did get out of that job. I took the steps, but it was like, that type of accountability too. Like, you are accountable for your circumstances, and if you don't like them, at the point that you finally, maybe it takes some time, because it took me some time. It sounds like it took you some time too, to figure out if it's not for you, learn how to get the fuck out. Learn how to take those next steps, because at the end of the day, nobody can take those steps for you. So it goes beyond just like, but personal accountability. Like, you got to make sure that you are setting the stage for your life.
Yeah. But the first big thing is like addressing it though. Like knowing, like being like, hey, you know what? This is costing me too much of my time. Hey, you know what? I'm too stressed out. Hey, you know what? I am too tired. I'm not enjoying life. I am not smiling. I'm not happy. And guys, you know, for me, the most important thing to take accountability is of your happiness.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's like, you will never be happy with anyone else unless you're happy, like with yourself, and you know how to make yourself happy. Like, I was watching an online therapist, and you know, and she said the same thing, and it resonates so much, because take like a minute, think about it, right? Like, if you don't know how to make yourself happy, if you don't know what makes you happy, then guys, that's like the first step. You got to figure that out. And then you can move forward with that plan. But it's like, you know, there are times where I'm just crumbling. I'm in a bad mood. I'm moody. I'm mean.
Oh yeah.
You know, and then my thing is when I'm like that, is to notice it and be like, okay, wait, this isn't my usual mood. What's going on? That's the first thing, like, right? That's like taking accountability. First thing is, something's wrong. What's going on? You take 5 minutes, you go sit down, and you have like a little sit down powwow with yourself and your, you know, few personalities, or if it's just us, you know, Geminis. But, you know.
Do not lead into the bad rap that we get, man. We just have the best of all worlds.
It's true.
Not multiple personalities. People are out here going to watch this episode and be like, Geminis are schizophrenic.
Not like that. Not like that, okay? Not like that.
Like, sit down with you and your thoughts. Like, get that shit clear.
You know that video? It was like super popular a couple months ago. Well, maybe like a year or two ago. It was like all over. Difference. I know. I'm sorry. See, like, I watch reels. I'm not on TikTok like that.
That's right.
So
yeah, probably popular like 2 years ago.
I'm delayed. I know. I'm delayed. I know. But it's like where it's like someone just broke up, and it's like hoe phase.
Oh yes, and all of the different personalities come back. It's like club phase, hoe phase, stay in and cry phase.
Yes. So like I think of that.
It's ass phase.
So it's like that. It's like, all right, everyone come out. Let's talk about it. What's going on? Have we not been enjoying life ourselves? Have we been overworking?
God, yeah. Have we been? Yeah, I literally had one of those moments today.
I had that moment since last week. I've been in a really crummy mood. Actually, I was really just talking about my own experience too. But
but it's okay. Like that's the shit that we recognize now.
I had to figure it out, you know, because we all do. Sometimes like life is, you know, thank God. I mean, with everything going on in the world, you know, so I can't complain. I have everything I could ever ask for and more. So like, thank God, you know, but I just have been in this like crummy, moody mood.
But it's also okay. Like, I want to say that like your mental health and like where your thoughts and feelings are, like you don't have to compare them, even though sometimes it's nice to ground yourself. Like, don't get me wrong. But like, you don't have to compare like, okay, well, I have a roof over my head, so I shouldn't complain. Like, you're allowed to have
I know,
but
totally.
I just like, yeah, absolutely.
I've just been like, you know, I was going through like a little bit of like a moody spell, and I was like, what's going on?
But sometimes it helps put me in perspective. All right, but I hear you though. Like, I get the whole like going through kind of a funk or whatever, and then doing what you need to like get back into it. Because like today, oh my God, like I don't know why. Morning started off great. I accomplished a ton, and then randomly I got anxious as fuck.
Did you?
Yes, and that contributed to me after sleeping wrong. Ugh, and I got this little knot in my neck, and I'm like, and then it just makes it worse. But I got so fucking anxious, and normally like that would derail my day. Like my whole entire day, I'm done. I'm out. I'm like, fuck, I'm just snowballing at that point. But I think that's where your accountability that you're talking about comes in, is like, you got to stop the snowball from happening. Like, okay, what's going on? Is it something that's actually happening? Is it just a funk that you're in? What can you do to get out of it? But taking accountability to get yourself out of your own shit. Because like, there is no way to feel good with everything going on if you don't feel good within. Like, I literally have a quote that I sometimes have to reference, which maybe today I'll have to take a little look at it. But it's, you can't have peace with others unless you have peace within. And it's like, if I don't choose my happiness, if I don't create my world, my peace, my happiness, then like, how the hell am I supposed to expect everything else in my life to just like jive? Like, how can I expect that? I
think you have to take so much responsibility over like you and how you feel and how you present yourself and your thoughts, right? Like for me, it's always that. It's just taking responsibility of how you feel and what's going on. And sometimes like I said, you just got to sit down, have like a few minutes, conversate with yourself, figure it out. And sometimes the answer is just giving yourself some like downtime, you know, turn the screen off a little bit. If you're on the apps, maybe do a little bit less, just maybe sit on the couch a little bit and just sit with yourself to really figure out what you're feeling. If, you know, you can't feel it or I'm sorry, if it doesn't come to you, you know, just sit down and feel it, because eventually it'll always surface. And
the reason it always pops up.
Actually, stealed. Hashtag stealed.
We always use proper English here.
Hashtag stealed. No, I had screenshot one of your quotes from your Instagram. Actually, I meant to tell you that it said answers come in stillness. Yep. You posted that last week, I think, or the week before, and it was so eye-catching that I had to screenshot it and I saved it and I look at it because I'm one of those crazies that like has to take photos of like reminders and things.
I will download from Pinterest or take screenshots when I need to like, and I always tell myself I'm going to like go back and like look at that. And then I rarely do. But like, it's there if I want to.
But like, your quote is there and I like see it and I'm like, right. like answers come in stillness, you know? So sometimes you
does.
just have to still, like, be still.
I find when
And
you take the distractions away, everything reveals itself in time.
Yeah.
Like if you're feeling down or you feel like you know something's off, but you can't like identify what it is to help change it, to
Yeah.
like take that, you know, to just call yourself on like what's going on, like to just analyze it. Sometimes like I can't do it if I'm busy with work, busy with social life, busy with distractions. I'm not gonna address it properly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit and then be like, okay, yeah, that's what the fuck is bothering me.
Yeah, I mean, this weekend I kept it very low key. I didn't go out. I didn't do much. I journaled a lot, you know, like it's funny. Do you journal?
I don't.
It's
But
funny.
that's because I'm not a journal personality, as I have learned since I was like a little girl. Like everyone's like, oh my God, keep a diary, keep a
But
journal.
honestly,
I
it
can't
helps.
keep that shit more than 2 days, and then it just makes me feel like I'm a failure because I can't keep it going. So what I do is that randomly, if I get the urge to like jot something down, I will just open up my notes app and I'll just start typing.
Yeah.
So like that's my
of
version of
course.
journaling.
Sure.
Or
As long as you're getting your thoughts out.
I'll voice journal. And by
That
that,
too,
I
yeah.
don't mean with a phone. I mean to my cat.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll just be like in my apartment. I'm like, okay, if I'm feeling like this, sometimes I just have to talk it out loud.
Talk it out loud.
And my cat is my audience. So I'm like, hey, girl, I'm being fucking crazy. I need to get myself in check.
At least you have a cat to do that too.
That's fair.
I just speak into my empty apartment.
You just go up to that mirror and you're like, Ms.
I do sometimes. Honestly, you know what?
But I will say the mirror method is so effective to like, when I lock eyes with myself.
I was just about to say when I like have to be real, I just have to like look at myself in the eyes and I'm like, cut the shit, Ms.
Yep.
And that's it.
And I'm like, all right, enough of this bullshit.
Like
Enough
I
of
will,
this.
you know, like I've worked with people my whole life and growing up, I had a really bad stutter, super, super bad.
That is so
where
wild.
I know, and now you can't get me to shut up. Not even for a minute.
Well, it's just like you also don't stutter.
It was a very bad stutter.
Yeah.
Very, very bad. High school, thank God I was a jock and I had a few friends here, there.
Not the way that I feel.
Like, thank God I was a jock because that's the only way I made it.
But honestly, I mean, taking accountability, like, you stumble, you bumble, you look at yourself in the fucking mirror. I do believe what we were talking about, answers coming in stillness. Sometimes you gotta sit with yourself to be able to take that accountability. Like, sit down with yourself, maybe look yourself in the mirror, because I swear to God, that'll change everything. Like, you will really, you can't lie to your eyes. And if you can, serial killer, man, I swear to God. Like,
you know what? You said that so good. I think you said that so good. You know, I need to be firm with myself because if I'm not, I'm so mushy. I'm so like lenient. I'm so like, okay, no problem, you know, but I've learned with time and with holding myself accountable in many other, you know, situations that you just got to hold yourself accountable. And if you have to look at yourself in the mirror and talk to yourself and do what you got to do, I think do it. It'll only be the best for you.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I think it's so crucial when you're healing to call yourself on your BS. Like, you need to understand how you factor into everything. Yeah. And again, it's not just taking accountability for situational stuff. Like, I kind of think that that's what I thought we would like end up talking about for this episode. But it really transformed into like, you are accountable for your life, your happiness, your peace, everything in it. Granted, people will come, people can go, all of those things. Like, external factors definitely plays a factor. Not saying that that's not a thing, but when you realize that you are more in control than you think you are, like, it used to be daunting on me to call myself on my BS, especially in terms of like taking control of my life, because I wanted it to be easier. I wanted somebody else to have to do it, to pick up the pieces or at least help. I don't know. But now I see it as like, thank God I'm the one in control. Thank God I'm the one who has to take accountability and steer the car. Cause like now, because I'm in control, that means that I can do it. I can transform it entirely. I can be happy. I can be at peace. I can take accountability of my life, or be accountable for my life. I don't know. Whichever way is correct. But I can take accountability for the trajectory instead of just letting shit happen.
Agreed.
Just letting myself be a passenger. So don't be a passenger. Agreed. Call yourself on your BS.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna thank yourself in the long run. Like, the longer you put off accountability, like, that shit'll catch up to you whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
So, like, learn to take control today. And look yourself in the mirror. Call yourself on your shit.
There you go.
All right, Ms. I'm gonna have you do it. Say it with me.
Okay.
I'm a fucking baddie. All right?
Yeah.
You ready? Are you ready?
Let's go.
All right.
I'm a fucking baddie.
Oh, you went early, man.
Oh, what did you do?
I'm a fucking baddie. All right.
There you go.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Love y'all till next time.
Next time.